Yeah, I just stopped talking now. I'm not sure why. I was concentrating on not dying during an insta-kill, because that would be pretty bad. We may as well get this, just why not? A few extra points. Wow, we're on round 38. Jesus Christ. It's taken about 2 hours. Okay. Let's just kill them then. Ow. Oh, beautiful. Hopefully I can actually use it this time. Can't see a thing. Oh, I was going to run out. I was going to run past and then spray once more, but no. It's going to run out. Is the round over? No, they're still coming in. Oh yeah, I got that carpenter, didn't I? It could be the end. Looks like they're still spawning, but then again, there's not many of them. I think that's the end. There we go. But yeah, so that was the portfolio section. Obviously, it's going to have a lot more in it by the end of the year. It's at 40 pages now. It probably could have been a bit more. Like if I'd included all my sketches and everything, but... Thank you. Oh, right, it's this thing again. Oh, right. I thought it was something that was floating before. What an idiot. But yeah, so it will have a lot more in it. But right now, all I'm focused on is our first assignment, which is coming up soon. Because, believe it or not, a lot of people... Well, not a lot, probably. Oh, wait a minute. It's time for some Kit Kat. Aha. But yeah, I love my course. At first, I honestly didn't know if it was going to be the right thing for me to have actually chosen. I honestly didn't know if I'd chosen the right thing. But now I'm into it. Oh my god, I love it. Die, you whore. Oh, for God's sake. How can it do that little damage to you? Thank you. But yeah, I love it. It is like perfect. It's really what I want to do now. Like at first, like I said, I really didn't know if I'd chosen the right thing. It was sort of like an impulse decision to choose that course. That's a lot of hands. Finally! Oh my god, I've got a lot of ammo. But yeah, so the way that we work is probably the main reason why I like it. Now, one of my mates that I've made dropped out because he found it quite difficult, and I think his main problem was that he didn't have any confidence in what he was doing. He didn't think that what he had done was right, but it was, and it wasn't that bad. He was thinking it was bad, but it was pretty good. But he just wasn't convinced of that, and in the end he just ended up dropping out of the course. He's still not officially gone, even though he's not turned up for like 1.5 months. And then one of my other mates, because, right, let's explain this, because I don't live in uni halls, or rooms, or whatever you want to call them, so it's not as easy for me to just, like, get to know a lot of people, because, obviously, I don't live with anyone. Whoa, what is that? Is that a nuke? Yes. So, I am really grateful for the fact that we work in groups. Well, we don't really work in groups. That's not true. But the way that we work, we are in a studio. We each year, like year 3, 5, and 7, I think, each have their own studio. So we have the year 1 studio, obviously, because we're year 1. And whoa. Basically, in that studio, there's a massive space, but it's split up into around 8 different bays. So imagine just a huge room with like I guess, how can I explain this? Right, the only way I can sort of try and explain this is, say for example, toilets at a random place. You've got the sort of end bit where the sinks will be, and then coming off of that end bit, you've got the stalls or whatever. So you've got one bit at the end that runs along the whole thing, and then you've got sections, which in the toilet example, great example, would be this is so stupid to explain. Right, okay. In the studio, there are 8 different bays that come off of one thing that runs along the whole place. So, in those bays, there are a lot of tables and chairs, obviously, and there is a desk for each person. There's roughly 15 people in each bay. And each bay has its own tutor. So, luckily, my tutor is he's like the head or one of the higher end people of the course and the the course itself, not just our year, but the course itself. He's like the head or the deputy head or something of the course, which is pretty awesome because that means he knows what he's on about, basically, whereas some of the others don't really seem to be as good. So, yeah, the guy I've got is Ian. He's pretty cool. He jokes around a bit. He has a few laughs, but he's also serious at the same time. Gives you some criticisms, which helps you. It's like, what's it called? Positive criticism. That's not the term, is it? I'm trying to think of it. The one where basically they say bad stuff, but it helps you. They're saying stuff that can help you, not just saying, "Oh, well, your stuff's crap." That wouldn't help at all because you wouldn't know what to improve. But he says, like, say for example, "Oh, your shading is a bit off in this one. Maybe you want to look at improving that in the future." That's an example. Constructive criticism. There we go. That is the term. So, wow, I thought I was on 38, not 39. I got bored. So, oh dear, yeah, they were in the way. They probably would have killed me. So, basically, I had Ian for my interview, which was February-ish. Maybe it was January. I think it was February last year. So, by the time you're watching this, it was roughly a year ago. I had my interview at DMU for the course. And basically, it was weird because I didn't know how the course would work. I thought we'd all work individually. And it was a bit odd at the interview because it was a group interview. Now, the hell was that? Some people may think that means, there's a group of people interviewing you. No, it was the other way around. There was one person, which was Ian, in my case. He wasn't really interviewing us. Basically, there were a group of, I don't know, 5 or 6 in that interview group. There were a lot of groups. They didn't all go on one day. And basically what we had to do, we had to prepare a portfolio for this interview, which wasn't really an interview as it turned out, but never mind that. And we basically just had to show off the stuff that we'd done. to see if we were good enough to get on the course, stuff like that. So basically, Ian was on our desk, and there were about 5 of us that each had little portfolios to show off. I'm going to try and go and get some more ammo or another LMG. Just FYI, in the game, seeing as I'm not talking about that. So basically, round our table, it was all girls apart from me, which not going to complain about. Not bad. Unfortunately, none of them on my course. What a letdown. Either they didn't get in or they went somewhere else, I don't know. One of them. Oh, she should have been on the course. It would have been good. I took to her quite a lot. It was pretty good. And she didn't look that bad either. Just throwing that out there. So yeah, there were like 6 of us. We each had to present our little portfolio. So I had Ian for that, our little interview. And he was also the guy that sort of introduced the course to all of the people that went that day. I think there were like 5 different interview days or something. And he introduced the course to us, said what we'd be doing in it, how it'd sort of work. That's when I was sort of unsure whether I'd chosen the right thing, but now I'm definitely sure it was. And yeah, so it turns out that when we start, I'm in his group, so he already knows me, which is good, and he's already seen the kind of stuff that I do, which is also good. So he was my interviewer, and now he's my tutor. So, like I was saying, each bay in the studio has their own tutor. Mine is Ian, who is a bit of a legend, not going to lie. And there are about 15 of us in each bay, and we are all just like at our own desks. Once again, I'd like to draw a picture and show you, but oh well. This is retarded. What is happening here? Wait a minute. Okay, it took quite a lot. Is that the Python? No, I'm not risking that. It could be pretty bad. But yeah, so we're sort of spread out in the bay. The bay isn't that big. I don't know how to describe the size of it. It's 3 meters by 10? 3 by 15 meters? Something like that. And there's, like I said, about 15 of us, or there were at the start of the year before people dropped out. This is going to be the teddy bear, isn't it? So we're all basically sat in one place doing our work, and most of the work itself is actually self-directed. So each Tuesday, Ian comes and looks at all the stuff that we've done for that week, because Tuesday is when our assignments are normally in for. So that's when he comes and looks at what we've done and gives us any criticisms, improvements we could make to our work, stuff like that. But the rest of the time, like Wednesdays is workshops, we basically get told what to do, that is it, then we go and do it. Thursdays is studio, there's only like 2 of the 8 tutors or whatever there on Thursdays, so they sort of tell us what to do and then we do it. But yeah, so most of it is self-directed as well. So we are literally just sat in a group of like 15 sort of working, and so obviously friendship groups form. I'm slowly getting to talk with everybody in my group, because me and like the lads around me, the legends, my mates now, we're sat at the back of the bay, I guess you'd call it. Yeah, furthest away from where you go into the bay. So yeah, at the back. That took me a long time to work out. Wow, the Galil. I'm going to pack a bunch of that because it's got a lot of ammo. But yeah, so I'm slowly talking to the people that are closer to the Lamentation. Oh, I'm not having that site. Why can't I pack a bunch again?